Oskaloosa Indians basketball is on the air, live on KBOE.
And all over the world at KBOEradio.com and the mobile app.
Brought to you by Lighton State Bank, Northern Mahaska Specialty Care, Pella Printing, Edward Jones Investments, Oskaloosa Vision Center, Malcolm Lumber, Community First Credit Union, Mahaska Drug, Hawkeye Real Estate, Clow Valve Company, Robert Auld Investments, Certified Pest Control, Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, Falvey Lumber and Hardware, Bank Iowa, The Rock Island Tap, Quincy Place Mall, Fred's Muffler Shop, and Pella Regional Health Center. Your Keys to the Game sponsor is Craig Ford.
And now, Oskaloosa Indians basketball action on the No Coast Network.
And this should be a red-hot basketball matchup as well. Oskaloosa comes in with a 9-3 record, and they are also the defending Class 3A runners-up in the state of Iowa. Bishop Meige with a record of 8-2, and they are last year's Kansas Class 4A Division I champions. In Kansas, they have 6A through 1A, 6A being the biggest moving down, but in Class 4A, for reasons unknown to me, several years ago, they split up 4A into Division I and Division II. There's no geographic split there, really, so it's hard to know what the difference is between a 4A Division I and a 4A Division II school. But the bottom line with Bishop Meige is they're good. One of the reasons they were picked in this tournament and actually kind of matched up with Oskaloosa is the fact that they've got a fella, Josh Early, who is 6'8", and he is committed to play at the University of Northern Kentucky, which is one of the top teams in the Horizon League and a team that you just might see breaking your bracket come March in the NCAA tournament. And they also had a big man named Jeremiah Robinson Earl. Well, Robinson Earl transferred to the IMG Academy in Florida, and he's actually gone on to sign with Villanova for next year. So Bishop Meige is able to attract some pretty good talent. And it was thought that the matchup between those two big men, along with Oskaloosa's Cole Henry and Xavier Foster, would be quite a matchup. And I'm sure there are quite a few college recruiters in the audience here today. The gym holds 4,379. There are still some empty seats here. But this is going to be the 5th of 8 games scheduled today, and there were 4 others played last night in this tournament. A few of the teams actually playing twice in the Quincy Shootout. We'll tell you a little bit more about Bishop Meige and run down some action from last night as well in the starting lineups for today's game between Oskaloosa and Bishop Meige. We'll do that when we come back in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa High School basketball on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.
Employee pricing was so successful in December, we've extended the offer into January on all new in-stock 2018 models. That means you pay what we pay at Craig Ford. We're also offering a complimentary VIP maintenance plan on any new vehicle purchase at Craig Ford this month. What does that mean for you? For the next 3 years or 36,000 miles, you get VIP oil changes, tire rotations, and car washes at no additional charge. This month only at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa.
At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, we're proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good on and off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab, with a new facility in Oskaloosa, complete with an open gym area in addition to several private treatment rooms. If pain is bugging you, come see the experts at Kinetic Edge for a free injury screen. Find out more, including why the Oskaloosa Indians trust Kinetic Edge, at kineticedgept.com.
See what See First has for you. Crazy good rates. Complete convenience. Cash for what you need. Capital to grow. Join the crowd. Try us. Join us. Because together is better.
Hello, this is Wade Davidson, owner of Rock Island Tap, and I want to invite you to come down and check out the tap. We are excited to offer you 59 various beer selections, including 24 craft and domestic beers. We not only offer unique beers, but we can get you mixed drinks, wine, and my famous vodka and Jameson Bloody Marys. We are looking forward to offering lots of events and live music. You're going to want to keep updated on all activities and live music, so be sure to like us on Rock Island Tap Facebook page or call 641-676-ROCK for more information. Come on down to the Rock Island Tap, relax, and enjoy a few with us.
Welcome back to Quincy, Illinois. Joe Lancello with you. We are ready for, I'm guessing, the longest trip the Oskaloosa Indians have ever taken to play a game. Quincy, Illinois, to take on Bishop Meige of Shawnee Mission, Kansas, just outside of Kansas City, Kansas, in the Quincy Shootout, which brings teams from all across the country, and I'm guessing quite a few college recruiters as well. Going to want to take a look at some of the players on display here. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's game. First of all, for Bishop Meige, the Stags will go with Stone Jeffries, a 6'2 senior. Harrison Broadus is a 6-foot sophomore. They will be in the backcourt. The center is Josh Early, a 6'8 senior. He has committed to the University of Northern Kentucky, their leading rebounder, averaging 7 boards a game. And their leading scorers are their forwards, Spencer Jones, a 6'7 senior, and Mark Mitchell Jr., a 6'7 freshman, both averaging around 12 points a game. And Mitchell considered one of the top high school freshmen in the country. So that'll be an interesting test for the Oskaloosa Indians tonight. Rick Zeke is the coach of Bishop Meige, the Stags, with a record of 8-2. For the Oskaloosa Indians, they'll have Austin Hefner at one of the guards, a 5'10 senior averaging 7.1 a game, also a 46.2% three-point shooter. Ryan Yates also in the backcourt, a 6'5 senior, averaging 9.7 a game. Ryan averaging 6.3 assists a game, and also he's a 35.1% three-point shooter. Noah Van Veldhuizen is a forward, a 6'2 senior. He's averaging 6'1 a game. Noah also a threat from outside the arc at 38.8%. At a forward, Cole Henry, a 6'10 senior, averaging 21.8 points a game, just under 12 rebounds, and just over 4.5 assists a game. Cole committed to the University of Northern Iowa to play basketball next year. And in the middle, Xavier Foster, a 7-foot junior, averaging 14.8 points a game, 12.8 rebounds, and 6.4 block shots a game. It'll be interesting how Bishop Meige deals with the presence of Foster in the inside, as well as Cole Henry. Ryan Parker, the coach of the Indians, 9-3 overall. The Indians have been off since last Saturday when they played at Cedar Rapids U.S. Cellular Center to play Cedar Rapids Jefferson as part of the Wells Fargo Advisors shootout. The Indians losing a tough one there, 62-61. It's been a rough week weather-wise for the Indians. They were scheduled to play at Dallas Center Grimes on Tuesday. That was postponed to the weather. That'll actually be made up a week from today with the Indians boys and girls playing at Dallas Center Grimes. And they were supposed to play at Newton on Thursday night. That was also wiped out by the weather. The Oski girls are playing at Newton as we speak. That game may be even close to being finished now. Oh, no, I take that back. Not quite started yet for the varsity game. That was originally starting with a 2 o'clock start. Then they moved it back to 3:30 for the junior varsity. So the varsity would follow around 4:30. And the boys' game with Newton is going to be made up on Tuesday, February the 12th. That'll be a boys-only matchup with varsity game starting around 7:30-ish. So our coverage on February the 12th on KBOE-FM would get underway roughly 7:25, 7:30. We'll just have, it depends on how long the 9th grade and junior varsity games go, because they will be the prelims for the varsity game with Oskaloosa at Newton. And next up on the Indian schedule is a game at Norwalk on Tuesday night. Back at home, we'll have those games on KBOE-FM. Pre-game coverage at 6, girls at 6:15, boys game 7:45. We'll come back with our Craig Ford Keys of the game when we return to Quincy, Illinois in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa Indians basketball on KBOE-FM and the No Coast Network.
Pest management needs, call Certified Pest Control of Oskaloosa. Beth and I offer better prices, better service, same-day responses, and satisfaction guaranteed. We are the only pest control company locally owned and operated. Remember, termites on your property will lead to wood structural damage. So call now for your termite inspection and ask about termite pre-treatment of new construction. We also offer bed bug heat treatments. For seasonal or monthly pest control at the guaranteed lowest prices in the area, call Certified Pest Control, 641-295-0700. We are licensed to kill.
Fred's Muffler Shop in Oskaloosa has been a family-owned and operated business for over 55 years and is proud to support our community and the student athletes in it. Fred's Muffler provides their customers with bumper-to-bumper quality work done with hometown dependability and competitive prices. Come see what's new at Fred's Muffler Shop in the brand new showroom located at 1214 A Avenue West in Oskaloosa.
If you think there's room for improvement in your investment game plan, or that maybe you should send in some new plays, take a time out and talk to an experienced investment professional. I'm Bob Auld of Robert Auld Investments, an investment advisor with over 31 years of experience in Oskaloosa and Southern Iowa. Let me help you find some new strategies. Call 673-9448 or 1-800-444-AULD.
Robert Auld is a registered representative offering securities and investment advisory services through SagePoint Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia is dedicated to providing their customers with friendly service. Falvey Lumber and Hardware values your business and has made it their mission to provide reliable products and services with their customer-driven approach. Falvey's courteous professional team is able to support a range of services to meet your requirements. Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia. In Eddyville, call 969-4814 or Albia 932-2150.
This is Oskaloosa Indians basketball on KBOE-FM in Oskaloosa. I'm Joe Lancello with you on KBOE-FM and also on KBOEradio.com, where we've got the video tonight. The Oskaloosa Video Productions crew and our producer-director Titus Lutzring was able to make the trip down here. And thanks very much to the folks at Quincy High School for allowing the video cameras in today. Time now for our Craig Ford Keys to the game, brought to you by Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. For the Indians, one thing they'll have to do is something they needed to do last week in their last game against Cedar Rapids Jefferson, and that's getting used to the different setting. This is close to a certain degree the size of a high school gym, but it also holds 4,379 people. That's the fire marshal capacity. So it's got quite a lot more seats, and it's probably a facility that would be quite fitting for a small college. And I'm curious how this compares to Quincy University, which is just down the way here. They've got a couple of games going on this afternoon, taking on Illinois Springfield. So getting used to the setting is one thing. What the Indians should also do is play the players as opposed to the reputation of Bishop Meige. I don't know if they're going to be intimidated by that at all. But this is just, again, a little bit of a different setting for the Oskaloosa Indians playing in the Quincy Shootout. And also improve the three-point shooting. The Indians just 5 out of 22 in their last game last week against Cedar Rapids Jefferson. So hopefully some better long-distance shooting from the likes of Austin Hafner and Ryan Yates and Noah Van Veldhuizen will be critical to an Indians victory here tonight. Those are our keys to the game, brought to you by Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. Both starting lineups have been introduced. Oskaloosa will be the home team here. They'll be wearing the home white uniforms, silver letters and numbers, silver and maroon trim. Bishop Meige, bright red shirts, scarlet shirts, blue numbers and letters, white and blue trim. Josh Early will jump center for Bishop Meige. He's 6'8". Xavier Foster, 7 foot, to jump for the Indians. Ball was almost thrown up in the air. If this had been a hockey face-off, Early would have been thrown out of the circle. There's a tip and control by the Indians. Oskaloosa will go from right to left in the home white. Ryan Yates into the front court. Left wing Hafner outside the arc. Bishop Meige looks like they're starting a man-to-man. Hafner goes between the circles. Yates left wing near the hash mark. Now Foster left block trying to move in. Gives it off for Van Veldhuizen on the right wing. Entry pass for Henry knocked away. And a takeaway by Bishop Meige. Jeffries outside the arc on the left baseline. Jumper from Early is short. Wound up being a pass in the lane for Jones. That's blocked. They try to feed it again. Foster blocked Jones again. And the Indians get it back. Still scoreless, 45 seconds into the game. Lob from Yates to Henry. Down low on the left. Shot no good, but a foul and Cole to the free throw line. First foul of the game called against Josh Early of Bishop Meige, his first. Cole Henry at the line, 36.5% this season. The Indians as a team, 45%, and Cole opens the scoring with the first free throw. Just underway from Quincy, Illinois at the Quincy Shootout. Henry's second free throw from the left-hander is short. Foster the offensive rebound. And the Indians will set up the offense again. Henry, right baseline, driving. Alley-oop intended for Foster, didn't quite connect. Jeffries got the loose foul, and Jeffries got fouled by Cole Henry. Or check that, they say the ball was tied up. And the possession arrow does favor Bishop Meige. No pressure defensively from Oskaloosa. Jeffries, or check that, Broadus in the front court, going from left to right. Jeffries on top, Broadus right wing. On top for Mitchell. Mitchell looks on the right for Broadus. Dumps it for Early, right baseline, driving on Foster, kicks it down the left wing. And the shot from Jeffries, stuffed by Foster. Mitchell dumps it off left baseline. And it seems like Bishop Meige a little thrown off a little bit by Oskaloosa's length inside. Jones with a shot just inside the arc, and it's good. Spencer Jones gives Bishop Meige their first lead and their first points, 2-1. Hafner around a Henry screen to the right. Austin with a three, off the rim, no. Rebound Early. Into the front court, Mitchell driving the right baseline. Ball was off Mitchell, out of bounds. Oskaloosa again getting bodies on the inside, preventing the drive. And it's Indians ball. 5:49 to go in the first. 2-1. Bishop Meige of Kansas with the lead over Oskaloosa. Yates into the front court, gets past the attentions of Broadus for Henry, dumps it off in the lane for Foster, shot no foul. And Xavier to the line to shoot two. And the foul on Spencer Jones of Bishop Meige, his first, team second. Xavier Foster at the line, a 52.4% free throw shooter. 2 shots, missed the first. Off the back iron. Foster with number 2 on the way, and that is around, and that comes off. He missed both. Still 2-1 Bishop Meige in the lead. Broadus in the front court on the far side. Gives for Mitchell. Now Jeffries on the right wing. On top for Early. Early will shoot a 17-footer straight away, around and out. Cole Henry reaches for the rebound. Yates into the front court with 5:15 to go in the first. Foster with 3 on the left. Yes! X marks the spot. 4-2 Indians and a steal by Hafter. Lead pass for Henry knocked away. Cole gets it back on the floor. Off for Yates. Ryan a long 3 in the left. Bingo! I talked about making threes. The Indians with 2 in a row here, and now a 7-2 lead. 4:49 to go in the opening quarter. Broadus for Mitchell, who drives around a double screen. Here's a 3 from the top from Spencer Jones. Doesn't go. Cole Henry, the Oskaloosa rebound. Yates for Henry into the front court on the far side. Cole around a Foster screen. Cole left-hand dribble. Left of the lane ball was knocked away. Van Veldhuizen gets it back for the Indians. Now for Hafner high in the right. Yates high left around a Foster screen. Ryan drops it back for Foster on top. X with another 3. That's high off the bracket, no good. Early the rebound for Bishop Meige. Staggs on the run. Left wing Mitchell, he'll shoot a 3, and that's an air ball. An attempted playground save by Spencer Jones doesn't work, and the ball will go to Oskaloosa. 30-second timeout by Bishop Meige will keep things 0. 4:01 to go in the opening quarter. And Oskaloosa with a 7-2 lead. Courtesy of a couple of threes, one by Ryan Yates and one by Xavier Foster. Checking the standings in the Little Hawkeye Conference, there were some games played last night, even though Oskaloosa was not involved, and there have been some games this week. Norwalk still leading the conference on the boys' side at 8-1, and they will be coming to Oskaloosa on Tuesday night. Pella is next at 7-2. Indianola 6-3. Oskaloosa 5-3. Then Grinnell at 3-5. Dallas Center Grimes 3-6. Pella Christian 2-6, and Newton at 0-8. And the Indians will have back-to-back games on the 11th and 12th to finish their regular season. Home against Grinnell on the 11th, a Monday night, and then on Tuesday the 12th at Newton. Into the Indians lineup is Isaac Schultz, a 6'2 junior, as Van Veldhuizen checks out. Yates behind the back, dribbling on the front court after the timeout. Schultz between the circles. Again, man-to-man from Bishop Meige. After behind the right side, Foster near the right coffin corner. Looking inside for Henry. Takes a dribble out. Now tried to get it for Cole on the far side. Jones spiked the ball off Henry into the crowd, and this will go to the Bishop Meige Staggs. Second turnover on Oskaloosa. 3:33 to go in the quarter. Indians up 7-2. Harrison Broadus into the front court. He's a sophomore. On top for Mitchell, was left alone briefly. Here's a shot just inside the arc by Stone Jeffries is good.
Number 1, Stone Jeffries for 2.
Jeffries cuts the gap to 7-4. Foster left baseline jumper from 10. High off the rim, no good. Henry battling for the rebound. Cole puts it back up. No. Henry another offensive rebound. Dishes on top for Yates. 3 on the way, short. Foster the rebound. Indians with a 4th bite, and now a shot from the right wing is good by Foster. Foster with 5. Indians up by 5. 9-4. Early left corner. Gives it a left block for Mitchell. Shot rejected by Foster, but this will be goaltending. Give Mark Mitchell Jr. the basket. Bishop Meige 6, Oskaloosa 9. 2:33 to go in the opening quarter. Joe Lancello with you on KBOE FM. Indians inbound length of the floor. A little pressure from Harrison Broadus as Ryan Yates brings it into the front court for Hafner. Left wing on top for Foster. He thought about a long three, didn't do it from straight away. Gives for Yates in the left wing. Ryan driving the lane. Pulls up free throw line extended left. Drives for Foster. Scores in a foul. Nice pass from Ryan Yates to Foster in the lane. Foster with a chance at a three-point play. Jeffries committed the foul. That's his first three on Bishop Meige in the half. Foster with 7 in the game, and now 8 as he makes the free throw. 12-6 Oskaloosa with 2:13 to go in the quarter. Mitchell had an open look from high left, gives it off early in the left block. Nice move around Foster to lay it off the glass and in. Josh Early's first basket. 12-8 Indians, under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Yates down the far sideline. Entry pass intended for Henry near the right block. Tipped out of bounds. And the Indians will inbound at baseline right as they attack the basket to our left with 1:52 to go first quarter. Indians up 12-8. Inbound for Henry. Ball was slapped away and then taken away. Broadus with the takeaway in the third Oskaloosa turnover. Mitchell right wing driving, rejected by Foster, out of bounds. But also a foul. Foul on Cole Henry. That'll be his first, and that's the first on the Indians in the first half. Mark Mitchell Jr., a 6'7" freshman, will shoot 2. Mitchell, considered one of the top freshmen in the entire country, makes the first. .6'7", lanky kid. Still room to grow, both as far as muscles and maybe even with height. He makes the second, Mitchell does. And the Indians' lead is cut to 12-10. Minute 38 to go in the quarter. Henry on the dribble right side, driving on Jones. Still driving, left-hand baby hook is up and in. Henry with 3. 14-10 Oskaloosa, minute 25 to go in the quarter. Mitchell outside the arc on the left. Gives her early, driving the baseline, left side reverse layup, around and in. Josh Early getting the better of Xavier Foster that time. 14-12, Bishop Meige within 2, and a pass from Yates is picked off. On the drive, Jeffrey shot no good. Battle for the rebound. It was tied up between Foster and one of the Bishop Meige players. The arrow favors Oskaloosa. Indians ball, 1 minute to go in the opening quarter. Quincy shootout from the banks of the Mississippi River. Not too far from Hannibal, Missouri, actually. Home of the legendary Mark Twain. Yates left corner, 3 on the way. Around and out. Early the rebound. 46 seconds to go in the quarter. Early on top. Starting to drive the lane. Ball was poked at, and, well, they're going to call an offensive foul. Xavier Foster took the charge. Early second foul, the 4th on Bishop Meige in the half. Indians get the ball back with 40.7 to go in the quarter. Noah Van Veldhuizen back in the Oskaloosa lineup, replacing Isaac Schultz. Another potential three-point shooting threat as we get toward the end of the opening quarter, and come to think of it, all 5 on the floor. Not afraid to shoot the 3, although Cole Henry, the only one of the 5 for the Indians, hasn't made one yet this year. Hafner high in the right with 26. Back for Yates, who holds it. Gives her Van Veldhuizen outside the arc on the left. Back for Yates on top with 19. Back for Van Veldhuizen. Foster comes out left baseline. Yates now with 10 seconds. Gives for Van Veldhuizen outside the arc on the left. Noah looks inside, lobs for Foster, double team. Back out for Yates, now for Hafner. Van Veldhuizen will shoot the three and enter wall. And that's the quarter. After one, Oskaloosa 14, Bishop Meige 12. Second quarter in a minute on the No Coast Network.
At Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, getting your prescription filled is easy. The large covered drive-thru and easy access to the front door is convenient, and the friendly staff is always ready to help you. With a variety of goods and home decor, Mahaska Drug is sure to have the perfect gift for any occasion. Have your favorite photos developed and framed at Mahaska Drug's framing counter, and cherish your memories for years to come. It's all at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, where they have been committed to a healthy community for over 20 years. Call 673-3439 or stop in today.
For over 30 years, Pella Printing has been leading the way in the print industry with quality equipment, modern facilities, and skilled staff. The Pella approach combines old-world craftsmanship with today's cutting-edge technology to provide brilliant printed products at a value price. They take the time to understand clients' needs from design to pre-press to printing and delivery to build lasting relationships with their customers. Whether you need personalized graduation announcements, oversized posters and banners, marketing materials, or stationery, Pella Printing offers a broad assortment of quality printed products done with speed and precision. Pella Printing, where technology and craftsmanship meet.
Oskaloosa got off to a nice start in that opening quarter. Had a 12-6 lead at one stage, but Bishop Meige has come back and cut the gap to 14-12 as we start the second quarter. First sub of the game for Bishop Meige, Hudson Bentley is a 6'1 senior. And also Xavier Hall, a 5'10 freshman, another highly regarded player. And Hall lost the ball in the near corner. Out of bounds, it'll go to Oskaloosa on the second Bishop Meige turnover. For Oskaloosa, Henry, Yates, Foster, Van Veldhuizen, and Hafner, their original starting five. Early is checked out of the game for Bishop Meige. Van Veldhuizen outside the arc on the left. On top for Yates, Hafner on the right. Thought about the three, gives it for Henry, right baseline. Back for Yates, high left, three on the way, off the rim, off the glass, and down. Yates with 6. 17-12 Indians. Here's a three on top from Spencer Jones. That's high off the back iron. And Xavier Foster gets the Oskaloosa rebound. Indians with an 8-3 rebounding edge unofficially so far. Yates for Hafner on the left. Back for Yates, looks a little more like a zone from Bishop Meige. Yates thought about the long three from the top for Hafner outside the arc on the left. Now for Yates again. Hafner for Yates. Ryan thought about pulling the trigger. Gives her Hafner, who does from the left wing. Off the bracket, no good. Battle for the rebound. Van Veldhuizen gets it. And a basket inside. Or check that, a basket from outside by Ryan Yates, a three. He's got 9, and the Indians with their biggest lead at 20-12. And Foster tried to steal the ball, but just did not have enough real estate on the far sideline. It'll stay with Bishop Meige. Mark Mitchell Jr. back into the game for the Stags. Joining Spencer Jones, Stone Jeffries, Harrison Broadus, and Xavier Hall. Jeffries from the left wing, driving the lane, dumps it off for Mitchell, right corner. Mitchell driving in, managed to work his way around Foster to shoot off the glass and in, and a foul. Mitchell with 6 and a chance to make it 7 on the three-point play. Foster commits the foul. He is first, just the second against the Indians in the half.
Checking in for the Indians, number 10, Tyler Miller.
Mitchell makes it a 20-14 game and make it 20-15 as he converts the free throw. Tyler Miller into the game for the first time for Oskaloosa, a 5'9 junior. Miller with the ball on the right wing. Swing it to the left for Hafner. Hafner for Foster, who's in the left coffin corner. Taking Mark Mitchell Jr. with him. And an attempted steal by Broadus. And the ball was last touched by Hafner, and it goes out of bounds on the far sideline. It'll go to Bishop Meige on the 5th Oskaloosa turnover. Stags on the inbound far side, 5:50 to go till halftime. Oskaloosa in front 20-15. At the Quincy, Illinois shootout. Hall gives it off for Jones driving the lane and fouled. Spencer Jones trying to drive through Main Street and ran into one of the Indians.
Personal foul number 34, Xavier Foster.
It's on Foster. That'll be his second and the third on the Indians. With 5:38 to go in the half. Jones, who's got 2 points, makes the free throw, first of 2.
Spencer Jones at the line for one more.
Indians looking to improve to 10-3 on the season. Bishop Meige coming in with an 8-2 mark. Number 2 for Jones is up and in. 20-17. Oskaloosa's lead is 3 with 5:34 to go in the half. Yates in the front court on the far side, looking for someone to pass to. Finds Tyler Miller on the left, driving left of the lane. Kicks it back for Yates. Now Hafner on the right. Austin will shoot the 3. It's off the rim, no. Jeffries the rebound. Giving it to Hall on the run. Right baseline drive for Jones. Now a floater put up by Broadus, in and out. Mitchell with the rebound. Put back was affected by the Oskaloosa defense, and Ryan Yates comes with the other way. Alley-oop! Yates to Foster for the jam. Foster with 10. Indians up 22-17. 4:49 to go in the half. That alley-oop was awesome. Hall for Mitchell on top. Drives, pulls up in the lane. Foster got a piece of that one. Ball goes for Jeffries in the far coffin corner. Gives it off for Mitchell. Shooting off the glass and scoring. 9 for Mark Mitchell Jr. 22-19. Bishop Meige trailing Oskaloosa by 3 with 4:22 to go in the half. Yates pulls up top of the key. Gives for Hafner. Henry to the right baseline. Back for Yates on top. Now Tyler Miller on the left. He won't shoot a 3. Had the ball poked away by Hall. Comes back for Yates as the Indians keep possession. Ryan gives for Tyler Miller outside the arc on the right. Back for Yates. Hafner on the left. Back for Yates. Under 4 minutes to go in the half. And Oskaloosa will take a short timeout. So we'll keep it here. 3:53 to go to halftime. Oskaloosa 22. Bishop Meige 19. At the Quincy, Illinois shootout. Let me get some boys basketball scores for you from last night. BGM over Colfax Mingo 75-37. Des Moines Lincoln over Ottumwa 73-57. Fairfield over Albia 50-36. Grinnell edged Dallas Center Grimes 42-41. Indianola over Pella Christian 71-58. Montezuma over North Mahaska 52-26. And Norwalk over Pella 83-76. So Norwalk keeping their hold on first place in the Little Hawkeye Conference. We'll pass along some more scores for you as the afternoon goes on. Both teams have 4 timeouts remaining as the Indians inbound in midcourt on the near side. Yates will mosey across midcourt as the Indians go from right to left in the home white with silver and maroon. Henry on top, gets past the defender, going all the way, went for the big jam and missed it. And Early, who's back in the game, gets the rebound for Bishop Meige. Jeffries a 3 from the right. Air ball, juggled and off Spencer Jones's shoulder out of bounds. It'll go to Oskaloosa. Noah Van Veldhuizen back into the Indians lineup, replacing Tyler Miller. So Oskaloosa with their original starting 5, Yates, Henry, Foster, Hafner, and Van Veldhuizen. No pressure defensively from Bishop Meige. They're in a 2-3 zone. Henry, high post, tried to shovel it off for Foster, and it was broken up and taken away by Bishop Meige. Here's a drive by Early and a layup. Josh Early with 6. 22-21. The Indians lead down to 1 near the 3-minute mark in the second quarter. Van Veldhuizen outside the arc on the left, and a pass on top, picked off, taken away by Broadus. He will lay it up and in. Harrison Broadus with his first basket, our third lead change. And Bishop Meige back in front, 23-22. And the Indians take a full timeout. 2:51 to go in the half. Bishop Meige 23, Oskaloosa 22. Back in a minute on the No Coast Network.
My name is Luke Harris, and I'm proud to be a local farmer. Partnering with Light and State Bank helps me in my farming enterprise to make sound day-to-day decisions from a financial perspective because they provide the financial stability and advice that I need to run my business the way it needs to be ran.
Hawkeye Real Estate is your one-stop source for everything real estate in Mahaska County and the surrounding area. Whether commercial, residential, or acreages, we've got you covered with the area's largest pool of real estate professionals, full-time support staff, and property management services. With over $19 million in sales volume for 2016, Hawkeye continues to be Oskaloosa's leading real estate office. Discover what thousands already know. When it's time to make a move, get the Hawkeye Edge.
Indians giving up 2 baskets after their last time out, and now Bishop Meige with their second lead at 23-22 with 2:45 to go to halftime. Yates for Van Veldhuizen outside the arc on the left. Pass for Henry. They collapse on an inside shot. Was no good. Foster tried to tip it in. That missed. And Jones the rebound. 2:30 to go to halftime. Free throw line extended right. Jones jumper good. Spencer Jones with 6. 25-22 Bishop Meige. Their biggest lead of the game. Oskaloosa has led by as many as 8. Bishop Meige on a 13-2 run. Here's a Yates 3 for the Indians. That'll tie the game at 25. Ryan with 12 points, all on 3-pointers. And that was one of our Craig Ford keys of the game. Jones free throw line extended right, back for Jeffries. Inside for Early. Now they swing it to the left side. To the free throw line, Jones. Jumper off the back iron, no good. Rebound collected by Jones. Inside, and a basket for Mark Mitchell Jr. He's got 11. 27-25 Bishop Meige with 1:37 to go in the half. Yates for Van Veldhuizen outside the arc on the left, back for Yates. Henry at the free throw line. Left corner, Van Veldhuizen, 3 on the way. Off the rim, no. Henry the offensive rebound. Hafner now on the right side. Fake the 3, gives it back for Yates on top. Henry in the lane, up and in. Cole with 5. We're tied at 27 with 1:14 to go in the half. Jeffries on the near side, back for Harrison Broadus. Near the halfway line. Back. Now they swing to the far side. They're really spread out now, Bishop Meige. Almost like they just want to kind of hang on to the ball, and the Indians not coming out to get them. So they're just playing catch. 42 seconds to go in the half. Early at the top of the key for Mitchell on the right wing, back for Jeffries. For Broadus, for Jones on the far side. 32 seconds to go in the half. I think they're playing for the last shot. Early in the free throw circle. Giving out for Jeffries, who started a drive. Now for Broadus with 19 seconds. Now Bishop Meige packing the inside, and it seems like now they mean business. Long pass caught by Jeffries to keep it from going into the crowd on the far side. Driving in the lane was Mitchell, and he was fouled with 2.9 to go in the half. Van Veldhuizen with the foul. That's his first, the 4th on the Indians in the half. Mitchell, who is 3 of 3 at the line, will shoot 2 and make the first. 28-27. Bishop Meige back in the lead. Early comes out for Bishop Meige, and Xavier Hall in for the Stags. In for Oskaloosa for the first time is Jackson Blythe, a 5'10 senior. Mitchell's second free throw up and in. 29-27, a long 3 off the bracket, no good. That was Hafner. And we got a good one here at the Quincy Shootout. Our score at halftime is Bishop Meige 29, Oskaloosa 27. We'll come back and sum up the first half when we come back to Quincy, Illinois in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa High School basketball on KBOE-FM and the No Coast Network.
Oskaloosa Vision Center's hometown doctors have strong roots in Oskaloosa and are dedicated to serving the community. We use state-of-the-art equipment to provide high-quality, professional eye care through comprehensive eye exams, medical care for eye infection and disease treatment, as well as emergency aid and pre- and post-operative care. With our large variety of prescription glasses, sunglasses, and contact lenses, we strive to meet the needs of all patients, from newborn to adult. Oskaloosa Vision Center. Come see us today.
Keep up to date on what's going on at the Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa by joining our text club today. Simply text QPM to 64600. You will receive reminders of our sidewalk sales and other events. Also, when you join our text club, you will be entered for a chance to win a gift certificate. So join our text club today. Text QPM to 64600 and don't forget to like us on Facebook. We'll see you at the Quincy Place Mall at 1110 North Quincy Avenue in Ottumwa.
Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Amber Coffey.
I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Brandon Kane.
I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Jennifer Main.
I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Jason Rosenboom.
I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Austin Norris.
If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," you need to talk with an Edward Jones Financial Advisor. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. For sound financial advice, contact your local Edward Jones professional today. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
We all need help from time to time, especially during life's health transitions. Whether you're getting back on your feet or looking for a new place to call home, Care Initiatives is here. For over 25 years, we've helped Iowans maintain independence and quality of life. Rehabilitation, skilled nursing, long-term care, hospice care. No matter what life brings, our team of experts are ready. Care Initiatives for life's health transitions.
Welcome back to Quincy, Illinois. We're at halftime. I'm Joe Lancello, and the Oskaloosa Indians trailing the Bishop Meige Stags 29-27 at the Quincy Shootout. Bishop Meige, the defending Class 4A Division I champions in the state of Kansas, living up to their reputation as a good team. Oskaloosa got off to a decent start. They led it 14-12 at the end of the quarter. They led by 6 at one stage in that quarter. And actually in the second quarter scored the first 6 points to get off to a 20-12 lead. Bishop Meige has come back on a 17-7 run to take a 2-point lead, 29-27, into the dressing room. Bishop Meige's biggest lead has been 3. We've had 2 ties and 3 lead changes in what's been a very good half. Leading the way for Bishop Meige offensively is freshman Mark Mitchell Jr. with 4 baskets, 5 of 5 at the line for 13 points. Spencer Jones, 2 baskets, 2 of 2 at the line for 6. Josh Early, 3 baskets for 6. Stone Jeffries a basket for 2. Harrison Broadus a basket for 2. Xavier Hall and Hudson Bentley have played and have not scored. Bishop Meige, 7 of 7 at the foul line for 100%, just 2 turnovers against the Stags, and unofficially they have 8 rebounds, 2 on the offensive side. Bishop Meige with 12 points in the first quarter, 17 in the second, for their total of 29. Oskaloosa led by Ryan Yates, the 6'5" senior guard, with 4 threes for a dozen points. Xavier Foster with a 3-pointer, 3 twos, 1 of 3 at the line for 10 points. Cole Henry, 2 baskets, 1 of 2 at the line for 5. And that's the Oskaloosa scoring. Austin Hafter, Noah Van Veldhuizen, Jackson Blythe, Tyler Miller, and Isaac Schultz have played and have not scored. Indians 2 of 5 at the foul line for 40%. 7 turnovers against the Indians and 10 rebounds for the Indians, 5 on the offensive side. Oskaloosa 14 points in the first quarter, 13 in the second, for their total of 27. As far as fouls go, Xavier Foster with 2 fouls for Oskaloosa, Van Veldhuizen and Henry 1 each. For Bishop Meige, Early with 2 fouls, Jeffries and Jones 1 each. Neither team got into the bonus in the opening half. But that could change very well as we get into the second half of play. Indians looking to improve to 10-3 on the year. Bishop Meige coming in with a record of 8-2. Mention some scores from last night. Boys High School basketball run by some of these again. BGM over Colfax Mingo 75-37. Des Moines Lincoln beating Ottumwa 73-57. Fairfield over Albia 50-36. Grinnell edged Dallas Center Grimes 42-41. Indianola over Pella Christian 71-58. Linville Sully over HLV 50-39. Montezuma remaining undefeated, beating North Mahaska 52-26. Norwalk over Pella 83-76. Sigourney's game against Tri-County scheduled for last night being made up today. No score on that one as of yet. Girls basketball from last night, it was Grinnell over Dallas Center Grimes 66-43. Knoxville over Centerville 73-42. Linville Sully over HLV 61-24. Montezuma over New Sharon 70-56. PCM over Greene County 51-35. Pella beat Norwalk 52-45. Pella Christian got by Indianola 49-47. Twin Cedars over Orient Maxburg 23-16. Girls basketball from last night. The groupings have come out for Class 3A basketball from the Iowa High School Athletic Association. Oskaloosa is in sub-state number 5, where they will be joined by Centerville, Fairfield, Fort Madison, Keokuk, Mount Pleasant, South Tama County, and Washington. Now the Indians with wins over Centerville, Fairfield, and Washington already this year. So the Indians also managing to avoid other Little Hawkeye Conference teams. Pella, Newton, and Grinnell are in Sub-State 6 along with Knoxville. Sub-State 7 has Norwalk and Dallas Center Grimes. So it'll be interesting when the playoffs get underway. The playoff dates for Class 3A basketball: the opening round February 18th, the semifinals February 21st, and February 25th. For the Sub-State Championship game and a ticket to the Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. The playoff pairings for boys basketball should be coming out in the first week of February. Our halftime score once again here at the Quincy Shootout is Bishop Meige 29, Oskaloosa 27. We'll have the start of the third quarter in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa High Basketball on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
Last year, the Bank Iowa team completed almost 9,000 community service hours. Oofta! That's more hours than a year contains. It's refreshing to see a bank that cares. That's actually why I chose to bank with Bank Iowa. They're a local bank that invests in community, and the community that matters most is the one that we're both a part of. Visit your local Bank Iowa location to learn more about our personal, commercial, and agricultural banking services, or go online to bankiowa.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Staying healthy has just gotten quicker and easier. Pella Regional Health Center's walk-in clinic is there when you need it. And now you can reserve your spot with convenient online reservations. Goodbye waiting room. Hello walk-in reservations. Go to www.pellahealth.org/walk-in to reserve your spot at Pella Regional's walk-in clinic. Pella Regional Health Center, providing healthcare and healing services with Christian compassion.
Hey everyone, I'm Tyler Van Welden, your local expert at Malcolm Lumber. At Malcolm Lumber, we pride ourselves in being your local lumberyard. We boast competitive prices that you find at the big box stores and unmatched service that the big box stores can't provide. Our one-on-one service is what sets us apart. Our knowledgeable experts are here ready to help build you a better future. And thanks to the community for having us all these years.
You can continue to find Malcolm Lumber at our 3 locations in Grinnell, Montezuma, and Oskaloosa. Malcolm Lumber is here for you, start to finish.
And you got to worry about an adrenaline dump. This guy either doesn't know what he's doing, or he's extremely confident in himself to walk out to something like this. Raining down the paint now. You're the main event. You've been waiting all night to fight. It's all bottled up.
Your winner.
Your station.
Referees Harrison Broadus, Josh Early, Spencer Jones, and Mark Mitchell Jr. Indians with the ball going from left to right on the home white. And a lob from Yates intended for Foster, sails over Xavier's head out of bounds on the far side. 8th Oskaloosa turnover. Bishop Meige getting it back. Staggs into the front court, going from right to left in the traveling Scarlet with blue and white. Jeffries left corner now in the lane for Early. Ball was blocked away. Bishop Meige keep it. A 3 from Jeffries on the left is off. Cole Henry takes down the rebound with authority. Yates into the front court. Quincy shootout here in Illinois. Lob for Henry, mid-post. Kicks it off for Hafner on the left. 3 on the way. Bingo! Austin Hafner's first bucket. Indians regain the lead 30-29, our 4th lead change. On the far side, Spencer Jones dumping it down low for Early, and his progress was blocked by Xavier Foster, and Early to the line to shoot 2. Foster with the foul, that's his 3rd. First player in the game to reach 3 fouls. First foul on the Indians in the second half. Early yet to be at the free throw line today. First free throw short. First free throw missed by Bishop Meige in the game. They'd made 7 of 7 in the first half. How about that? I didn't even have to jinx him. Early second. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound tipped around, comes to Early. Mitchell faking a 3 from the left. Now he'll put it up and hit it. That's the first 3 Bishop Meige has made in this game. 18 for Mark Mitchell Jr. It's a 32-30 lead for Bishop Meige. Yates driving free throw line, center left. Off for Foster, left corner 3, up, around, and out. Henry the rebound. Ball was knocked away as he was trying to put it back. And here comes Bishop Meige the other way. Mitchell driving and was fouled, and Mark Mitchell Jr. back to the free throw line. Ryan Yates commits the foul, his first, second on the Indians in the half. Well, not a shooting foul at all. It was on the drive en route to the basket. Jones right coffin corner off for Mitchell. His shot from 10 doesn't go, and the Indians get the rebound. Yates into the front court with 6:20 to go in the third. Hafner left corner 3. Off the rim, no. Rebound Jeffries. Ahead for Broadus on the near side. Off on the right wing, moving the ball quickly. Down low for Early. Wanted to dunk it, but Foster knocked the ball away. And the Indians come away with it with Yates in the front court. 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Van Veldhuizen high on the right side, back for Yates. Gives for Henry, high post left. Swing it, kick it back for Yates. Hafner left corner. Pass tipped and taken away. It was intended for Henry. 9th turnover. Here's a drive and a layup by Stone Jeffries. Jeffries with 4. And Oskaloosa wants a short timeout. 5:39 to go in the third. Bishop Meige leading Oskaloosa 34-30. That's the biggest lead that the Stags have had. Oskaloosa led by 8 early in the second quarter. We've had 5 lead changes and been tied twice. The kind of a thing you would expect from the defending Class 3A runners-up in the state of Iowa against the defending 4A Division I champions from Kansas. High-quality basketball. The Indians down with just 2 timeouts remaining. Bishop Meige with 4 left. No pressure defensively from Bishop Meige as Ryan Yates will bring it into the front court. For Van Veldhuizen right wing, back for Yates on top. Ryan straight away three, doesn't go. Henry with the rebound follow-up, that didn't go. And Mitchell controls the rebound. Indians have done pretty well on the offensive boards tonight. That time they just weren't able to convert the second chance into a basket. Broadus guarded by Yates on the near side, dumps it down low for Early. Tried to drive for the jam, but was fouled. Foster with the foul. That is now his fourth with 5:07 to play in the third. Third Oskaloosa team foul.
Josh Early at the line, shooting two.
Early at the line to shoot two. He made 2 of 2. Oh, no, he missed 2 earlier. Beg your pardon. Missed the first here. Isaac Schultz in the Oskaloosa lineup, replacing Xavier Foster, as the Indians will have to play a little bit smaller. Early missed the second one. Still a 35-30 lead for Bishop. Oh, he made 1 of 2. Beg your pardon. Made the first, not the second. Foster double teamed in the lane and another takeaway by Bishop Meige. A drive and a jam by Spencer Jones.
24, Spencer.
Jones with 8. 37-30 Bishop Meige, their biggest lead. Schultz left wing for Henry, trying to drive his way in, and fouled by Spencer Jones. That'll be the first foul on Bishop Meige in the second half, and the second on Jones. Henry at the line to shoot 2, makes the first.
Number 40, Cole Henry at the line for the Indians.
Cole with 6 on the night. Came in averaging 21.8. And the second, no good, long rebound coming out to Mitchell. Back for Broadus with 4:33 to go in the third. Oskaloosa down 6. Early right baseline, giving it in, and a drive and a jam by Mitchell.
Mitchell, Jr.
18 for the freshman, Mark Mitchell Jr. 39-31. Bishop Meige in front. Yates thought about the long three. Gives it off for Hafner on the right wing. Back for Yates. For Van Veldhuizen, now for Schultz. Yates long three from the top. Bango! Ryan with 15. His 5th bomb of the game. 39-34, Indians down 5 with 3:47 to go in the third. Jones from the right, cross court for Broadus. Jeffries left corner, back out for Harrison Broadus. Jeffries a 3 from the left. That's in and out. Isaac Schultz, the Oskaloosa rebound. Yates into the front court with 3:30 to go in the third. Whips it across court for Hafner. Swing it back for Yates outside the arc on the left. For Schultz, Isaac with a brief drive, giving it to Hafner. Yates, another long 3 from the top. In and out, battle for the rebound, and Jones comes away with it for Bishop Meige. Leading the break, and a travel on Broadus as he faked a 3 and then started to drive. Just the 4th turnover against Bishop Meige. Oskaloosa with 10 turnovers in the game. Jackson Blythe into the Indians lineup to replace Isaac Schultz. Indians with Blythe, Yates, Henry, Van Veldhuizen, and Hafner. Xavier Foster on the bench with 4 fouls. 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Indians down 5 with the ball. Henry right baseline, double team. Cole dribbles to the top, now into the lane, lays it up in, counted foul.
Count the basket, number 40, Cole Henry.
Henry with 8, and a chance to finish a 3-point play. The Indians now within 3. Early with the foul, his 3rd. Second team foul on Bishop Meige in the half. The Henry free throw is short. And Jones the rebound. Oskaloosa down 3, 39-36, 2:50 to go in the third. Broadus between the circles, Indians in a 2-3 zone. Broadus for Jeffries high on the left side near the sideline. Back for Broadus. Broadus starting to drive, use a double screen briefly to the near side, gives it for Early left coffin corner. Early started the baseline drive. Back off for Jeffries, now for Mitchell, who knifed his way in and scored. 20 for Mitchell, 41-36 Bishop Meige, 2:30, make that 2:12 to play third quarter. Van Veldhuizen, 15-footer left baseline, doesn't go. And Mitchell the rebound. Mitchell gives it for Early in the jam. Josh Early with 9, the University of Northern Kentucky recruit, makes it a 43-36 lead for Bishop Meige with 1:50 to go in the third. Van Veldhuizen, high post right, they swing it now for Yates. Ryan double teamed out high and Ryan fouled. Spencer Jones with the foul, that's his third. So he and Early with 3 fouls each, and 3 fouls on Bishop Meige in the half. Early goes to the bench, and Xavier Hall, a 5'10 freshman, will replace him. So Bishop Meige also having to play a little bit smaller with a player in foul trouble. Blythe between the circles with 1:36 to go in the third. Yates on the left, 3 on the way. Off the rim short. Henry trying to tip in the rebound. Got a hand on the rim, but the ball goes out of bounds, and it will go to Bishop Meige. 1:29 to go in the third. Quincy shootout from Quincy, Illinois. Joe Lancello with you on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network. And Bishop Meige spreading things out again. Hall high in the near side with 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Oskaloosa staying back in their 2-3 zone, and Bishop Meige just saying, okay, we'll just play catch out here. Hall with 49 seconds. Bishop Meige with a 7-point lead. They don't need to rush anything, and they're not going to. What we call the Clint Black School of basketball, killing time. Hall holding it now, 29 seconds to go, third quarter. Hall will hand to Spencer Jones with 19 seconds. Jones for Jeffries high on the right. Back for Jones. Still not really serious about trying to run a play or anything. Clock now at 6. Jeffries high on the right. Throws it cross court for Jones. He'll fire a 3 from the left. That's in and out. Yates the rebound, and that's the quarter. After 3, Bishop Meige 43, Oskaloosa 36. Fourth quarter in a minute on the No Coast Network.
Classic hits and local programming is 99.5 FM and 740 AM KMZN. Hear artists like Hart, Billy Joel, Huey Lewis, Stevie Wonder, The Beatles, Journey, and many more. KMZN is also where you'll find the game of the week. Wake up with Bob's Morning Brew weekdays at 6 a.m. and catch Brother Dave in the afternoon. It's all on 99.5 FM and 740 AM KMZN. Listen online at radiokmzn.com and with the free smartphone app available at Google Play and the iStore. Hey, did you know there's a great way to shop your local businesses and save money? It's called Big Deals. Log on to KBOEradio.com and click the Big Deals logo. You'll find gift certificates at discounted prices from businesses like your Oskaloosa Hy-Vee, Mahaska Drug, Brown Shoe Fit, Nailed It, Book Vault, and many more Oskaloosa and area businesses. Shop local and save big at Big Deals. Log on to KBOEradio.com and click the Big Deals logo to start saving today.
Joe Lancello with you from the Quincy, Illinois Shootout. Our video stream is back on KBOEradio.com. We'd had some technical problems earlier. Bishop Meige with a basketball to start the fourth quarter, going from right to left in the traveling red with blue and white. Pass in the lane for Mitchell. Nice move into the lane. Shot didn't go. Early got the rebound. Puts that up, no. And Henry the rebound for Oskaloosa. Here's a 3 from Hafner on the left. That doesn't go. Early the rebound. Xavier Foster back in the game for the Indians, who are down 7. And Foster with a block as Mitchell was driving. Spencer Jones gets the ball back for Bishop Meige. Hall has it between the circles. Now inside the lane for Mitchell. His shot doesn't go. Cole Henry, the Oskaloosa rebound. 7:10 to go in regulation. The Indians down 7. They once led by 8. Yates right Coffin corner. Throws it across for Hafner on the left outside the arc. On top for Jackson Blythe. Now Hafner left corner. Thought about the three. Will drive the baseline. Tried to shovel it for Henry. It was broken up and taken away. 11th Oskaloosa turnover. Xavier Hall gives for Jeffries. Now on the far side. And again, Bishop Meige spreading out. Content to hold the ball if Oskaloosa doesn't want to come out and try and guard them. Hall just holding the ball in his left hand against his hip. 6:25 to play. This is why people argue for a shot clock, or why they argue against it, depending on which side of things your team is on. 6:05 to play. Hall guarded by Hafner, just yo-yo in the dribble. Now starts to move and gives it out for Jeffries around the arc to the right. Pass down low for Early, rejected by Foster. And Xavier may be close to double figures in blocks. 5:51 to play, and Bishop Meige get the ball back, and Harrison brought us back into the Stags lineup, replacing Hall. Jones will inbound at the near sideline near the Coffin corner. Gives it for Mitchell near the block, back out for Broadus. Giving for Jeffries. Now Jones, as they just are content to work it outside of the perimeter and just hold on to it. Jeffries driving right of the lane. Shovels right baseline for Early, back off for Stone Jeffries. Now on the near side, Broadus for Mitchell. Mitchell right-hand dribble in the lane. Ball poked away and taken away by the Indians. 5th Bishop Meige turnover. 5:14 to go in the third. Indians down 7. Henry's tried to get it back out for Yates on the far side. It was picked off. 12th Oskaloosa turnover. Broadus in the front court with 5 minutes to play in regulation. Early on the top, guarded by Foster. Now Mitchell high left with Cole Henry guarding him. Early left baseline, trying to drive in, made his move under the basket. Lost the handle on the ball, out of bounds. And last touch by Oskaloosa, the officials say. Jones on the inbound baseline right, attacking the basket to our left with 4:47 to go in regulation. Bishop Meige up 7, 43-36. Early right wing, guarded by Foster, starting to post up on Foster. Finds the driving Broadus, who scores. Harrison Broadus with 4. 45-36, Bishop Meige's biggest lead with 4.5 to play. Foster left corner, 3 is up. Bango! And an Oskaloosa timeout. Their 4th, they've only got 1 left. 4:24 to go in the 4th. Bishop Meige 45, Oskaloosa 39. Back in a minute on the No Coast Network.
Craig Ford employee pricing was so successful in December, we've extended the offer into January on all new in-stock 2018 models. That means you pay what we pay at Craig Ford. We're also offering a complimentary VIP maintenance plan on any new vehicle purchase at Craig Ford this month. What does that mean for you? For the next 3 years or 36,000 miles, you get VIP oil changes, tire rotations, and car washes at no additional charge. This month only at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa.
At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, we're proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good on and off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab, with a new facility in Oskaloosa, complete with an open gym area in addition to several private treatment rooms. If pain is bugging you, come see the experts at Kinetic Edge for a free injury screen. Find out more, including why the Oskaloosa Indians trust Kinetic Edge, at kineticedgept.com.
4:24 to go in the 4th quarter. Indians trailing 45-39. Oskaloosa with just 1 timeout left. Bishop Meige has 4 left, and they have the basketball. Broadus for Jones at the three-point line right of the lane. Off for Broadus, who faked a 3, giving for Early down low. Reverse layup, good. Josh Early with 11. 47-39 as we're at the 4-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Foster will shoot a 3, high right, off the rim, no. Battle for the rebound. Henry gets it for the Indians, but it's taken away by Spencer Jones. Jones on the drive, rejected by Foster. Bishop Meige ball with 3:49 to play. Now a 3-possession game. The Indians really need a stop here. Off the inbound baseline right, coming into the lane. Mitchell's shot is no good. Rebound juggled around, comes loose to midcourt, and Broadus was standing in the right place to get the ball. 3:35 to play. Broadus gives back for Jeffries on the far side. Left-hand dribble toward the near side as he's guarded by Jackson Blythe. Back for Mark Mitchell Jr., the high scorer in the game with 20 points for Bishop Meige. Each leading Oskaloosa with 15. Jeffries on the near side giving back for Broadus with 3:08 to play. Everybody's lined up right at the free throw line, leaving room for Broadus to drive and score. Harrison Broadus with 6, 49-39 Bishop Meige. Under 3 to play. Yates' pass intended for Hafler in the far corner goes into the crowd far side. 13th Oskaloosa turnover. Tyler Miller in the Indians lineup, and Bishop Meige will take a timeout. 2:50 to go in the fourth. Bishop Meige 49, Oskaloosa 39. Back in a minute on the No Coast Network.
See what See First has for you. Crazy good rates. Complete convenience. Cash for what you need. Capital to grow. Join the crowd. Try us. Join us. Because together is better.
Hello, this is Wade Davidson, owner of Rock Island Tap, and I want to invite you to come down and check out the tap. We are excited to offer you 59 various beer selections, including 24 craft and domestic beers. We not only offer unique beers, but we can get you mixed drinks, wine, and my famous vodka and Jameson Bloody Marys. We are looking forward to offering lots of events and live music. You're going to want to keep updated on all activities and live music, so be sure to like us on Rock Island Tap Facebook page or call 641-676-ROCK for more information. Come on down to the Rock Island Tap, relax, and enjoy a few with us.
2:50 to go in the ball game. Bishop Meige with a 10-point lead, 49-39 over Oskaloosa. This is Oskaloosa High School basketball on KBOE FM in Oskaloosa. Joe Lancello with you from the Quincy Shootout in Quincy, Illinois. Bishop Meige of the Kansas City, Kansas area leading Oskaloosa 49-39. And it's Bishop Meige with the ball. Broadus guarded by Yates around his screen to the near side, giving for Jeffries. Jeffries on the dribble, giving to the far side for Mitchell. Ball poked away by Henry, goes out of bounds in front of the scorer's table. On the near side, it will stay with Bishop Meige with 2:26 to play. Each team has committed 3 fouls, so the bonus not very imminent for either team unless Oskaloosa plays Hackarama. Jeffries on the far side, dribbling to the top. Gives for Jones, who dribbles to the far side and gives for Broadus, who'll come back out between the circles with 2:07 to play. Bishop Meige content to run clock. Broadus guarded by Tyler Miller, who's in the Oskaloosa lineup. Back for Jones. They are well drilled, and we've got a foul called with 1:51 to play on Ryan Yates. That's his second. Xavier Foster with 4 fouls for the Indians. Early and Jones 3 each for Bishop Meige. Staggs on the inbound. They'll throw it into the backcourt, and Tyler Miller quickly got his hands on Harrison Broadus. Tyler's first foul. That's 5 on the Indians. 2 more fouls, and Bishop Meige will be in the 1-and-1. It's a 4-possession game as far as the Indians are concerned. 49-39, they trail. Inbound into the backcourt. Broadus nearly traveled. Double team, gets into the front court for early on the far side. And a reach and foul as Mark Mitchell Jr. was tapped with 1:41 to go. That's on Yates. That's his third. 6 fouls on the Indians, so the next Oskaloosa foul will put Bishop Meige at the line with 1:41 to play. Henry tried to reach in and take the ball away from Jones. No steal, no foul either. And Tyler Miller with a reach in on Broadus with 1:32 to play. Tyler's second, 17 fouls. Broadus has yet to be at the line tonight, the 6-foot sophomore. He's got 6 points. Austin Hafner back into the Indians lineup, replacing Tyler Miller. Hafner, Foster, Henry, Yates, and Blythe on the floor for the Indians. Free throw up and in, one more on the way. 50-39, Bishop Meige, their biggest lead, 1:32 to play. Second by Broadus. Off the rim short. Henry the rebound. 50-39, Indians down 11. They need points in a hurry. Right corner 3 from Yates is up. Bango! That's 6 for Yates. And the Indians will use their final timeout with 1:18 to play. Bishop Meige 50, Oskaloosa 42. Back in a minute on the No Coast Network.
Hello, this is Wade Davidson, owner of Rock Island Tap, and I want to invite you to come down and check out the tap. We are excited to offer you 59 various beer selections, including 24 craft and domestic beers. We not only offer unique beers, but we can get you mixed drinks, wine, and my famous vodka and Jameson Bloody Marys. We are looking forward to offering lots of events and live music. You're going to want to keep updated on all activities and live music, so be sure to like us on Rock Island Tap Facebook page or call 641-676-ROCK for more information. Come on down to Rock Island Tap, relax, and enjoy a few with us.
For all your home and business pest management needs, call Certified Pest Control of Oskaloosa. Beth and I offer better prices, better service, same-day responses, and satisfaction guaranteed. We are the only pest control company locally owned and operated. Remember, termites on your property will lead to wood structural damage. So call now for your termite inspection and ask about termite pre-treatment of new construction. We also offer bed bug heat treatments. For seasonal or monthly pest control at the guaranteed lowest prices in the area, call Certified Pest Control, 641-295-0700. We are licensed to kill.
Oskaloosa trailing Bishop Meige 50-42 with 1:18 to play. Bishop Meige is in the 1-1. But it's a 3-possession game as far as Oskaloosa goes. Indians now with full court pressure for the first time. Inbound for Jeffries. Still in the backcourt, far side. Jones back for Broadus. He'll bring it across with 1:08 to play. Jeffries had an open 3 on the left, but Yates with a reach-in foul on Spencer Jones with 1:03 to play. 4 fouls on Yates, 8 on the Indians. Spencer Jones 2 of 2 at the line. Will shoot the 1-1 with 1:03 to play. Trying to add to an 8-point lead. Free throw up short. Henry the rebound. 1 minute to play now. Yates lobs it for Foster outside the arc on the right. Here's a 3 on the way. Air ball caught underneath by the Indians, and then the outlet pass intended for Yates thrown into the second row on the far side. 14th Oskaloosa turnover. Tyler Miller out. Austin Hafner back in. 50.7 seconds to play. Indians down 8. Inbound for Jeffries with room, and he's hit from behind by Blythe. Jackson's first foul, 9th on the Indians.
Personal foul number 2, Jackson. Blythe is first, team's 9th.
Stone Jeffries at the line. He has not been to the line tonight. He's got 4 points, the 6'2 senior. 50-42, Oskaloosa trailing. Jeffries' free throw is good, 1 more on the way. 51-42. A 3-possession game, but 47 seconds left. Now Bishop Meige will leave Jeffries all alone at the free throw area. His second free throw is short. Blythe the rebound. 3-possession game for the Indians. Blythe off for Yates. Hafner left corner. Back for Yates on the left. Long three up. Doesn't go. Rebound popped out. And it comes to Bishop Meige. 32 seconds to play. And timeout, Bishop Meige. And Coach Rick Zink didn't seem too happy. Terribly. We'll keep things here with 29 seconds to play. Oskaloosa out of timeouts. Oskaloosa trailing 51-42. The Indians led 14-12 at the quarter. Bishop Meige led 29-27 and a half. Bishop Meige up 43-36 after 3 and now leading 51-42. And it looks like unless they can get 3 threes in less than half a minute, the Indians will drop to 9-4 on the season. They will be back at home Tuesday night against Norwalk. We'll have the boys and girls games for you on KBOE-FM, 6 o'clock pregame. Girls game at 6:15. The boys to follow around 7:45. Mitchell in the front court on the near side. Left of the lane, gives it back out high, and Bishop Meige content to spread it out. Jeffries on the far side near the hash mark with 13. And it seems like everybody just going to content to run it down. 6-5. And this one will belong to Bishop Meige of Kansas City. The final score, Bishop Meige 51, Oskaloosa 42. We'll come back and sum things up from Quincy, Illinois when we come back in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa High School basketball on KBOE-FM and the No Coast Network.
Fred's Muffler Shop in Oskaloosa has been a family-owned and operated business for over 55 years and is proud to support our community and the student athletes in it. Fred's Muffler provides their customers with bumper-to-bumper quality work done with hometown dependability and competitive prices. Come see what's new at Fred's Muffler Shop in the brand new showroom located at 1214 A Avenue West in Oskaloosa.
If you think there's room for improvement in your investment game plan, or that maybe you should send in some new plays, take a time out and talk to an experienced investment professional. I'm Bob Auld of Robert Auld Investments, an investment advisor with over 31 years of experience in Oskaloosa and Southern Iowa. Let me help you find some new strategies. Call 673-9448 or 1-800-444-AULD.
Robert Auld is a registered representative offering securities and investment advisory services through SagePoint Financial, Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia is dedicated to providing their customers with friendly service. Falvey Lumber and Hardware values your business and has made it their mission to provide reliable products and services with their customer-driven approach. Falvey's courteous professional team is able to support a range of services to meet your requirements. Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia. In Eddyville, call 969-4814 or Albia 932-2150.
At Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, getting your prescription filled is easy. The large covered drive-thru and easy access to the front door is convenient, and the friendly staff is always ready to help you. With a variety of goods and home decor, Mahaska Drug is sure to have the perfect gift for any occasion. Have your favorite photos developed and framed at Mahaska Drug's framing counter, and cherish your memories for years to come. It's all at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, where they have been committed to a healthy community for over 20 years. Call 673-3439 or stop in today.
For over 30 years, Pella Printing has been leading the way in the print industry with quality equipment, modern facilities, and skilled staff. The Pella approach combines old world craftsmanship with today's cutting-edge technology to provide brilliant printed products.
The Bishop Meige Stags from Shawnee Mission, Kansas have defeated the Oskaloosa Indians by a score of 51-42. Was really a good basketball game between two high-level teams. As I mentioned, Bishop Meige, the defending Class 4A Division I champions in the state of Kansas, and Oskaloosa, the runners-up in Class 3A last year also. And the Indians started off pretty well. Got off to a 12-6 start and led 14-12 of the quarter. The Indians got off to a 20-12 lead into the second quarter, but then Bishop Meige came back on a 17-9 run in the rest of the second quarter and led by 2 points at halftime, 29-27. Bishop Meige able to maintain their lead. They led at 43-36 after 3. Their biggest lead was 11 at 50-39 late in the game, and the final score 51-42. The Stags improved to 9-2 on the year. Oskaloosa 9-4. The Indians with back-to-back losses for the second time this season. And the first time they had back-to-back losses was against the two teams they'll be playing next week. Norwalk at home on Tuesday, at Pella on Friday. And the Indians will also play next Saturday afternoon at Dallas Center Grinds. Let's run down the scoring for you. For Oskaloosa, Ryan Yates with 6 threes for 18 points. Xavier Foster, 2 threes, 3 twos, 1 of 3 at the line for 13. Cole Henry, 3 baskets, 2 of 5 at the line for 8. Austin Hefner had a 3-pointer for 3. Noah Van Veldhuizen, Jackson Blythe, Tyler Miller, and Isaac Schultz all played and did not score. Indians 3 of 8 at the foul line, 37.5%. 14 turnovers against the Indians unofficially, and 20 rebounds, 6 on the offensive side. Oskaloosa with 14 points in the first quarter, 13 in the second, 9 in the third, 6 in the fourth, for their total of 42. Bishop Meige led by freshman Mark Mitchell Jr., who had a 3-pointer, 6 twos, 4 of 4 at the line for a game-high 20 points. Josh Early, 5 baskets, 1 of 4 at the line for 11. Spencer Jones, 3 baskets, 2 of 3 at the line for 8. Harrison Broadus, 3 baskets, 1 of 2 at the line for 7. Stone Jeffries, 2 baskets, 1 of 2 at the line for 5. Xavier Hall and Hudson Bentley played and did not score for Bishop Meige. The Stags were 12 of 16 at the foul line for 75%. So they had 9 more points than Oskaloosa at the foul line, and that was the final margin of victory, 9 points. Just 5 turnovers against Bishop Meige in the game compared to 14 against Oskaloosa. And unofficially, Bishop Meige with 20 rebounds, 5 on the offensive side. Bishop Meige 12 points in the first quarter, 17 in the second, 14 in the third, 8 in the fourth, for their total of 51. And once again, Bishop Meige now 9-2 on the year, and Oskaloosa 9-4 on the season. And junior center Xavier Foster is making his way up to our broadcast position here in Quincy to talk to us. Now we'll let him get the headset on and have a seat. Let me move that down there. Tough game tonight. What did you make of the opposition?
Just playing with like a team that was amazing. Just for experience and preparation for state in Iowa, like that's a great team. Just practice against, like not even practice, just to play against.
It's been a really difficult week for you, I would imagine, because you were preparing to play a game on Tuesday and that got wiped out. You were preparing a game on Thursday and that got wiped out. Talk about what that is like for you guys, just being ready to play and then all of a sudden the rug's pulled out from under you.
Yeah, that's been rough. It's been, I think, 12 or 13 practices just in a row. It's just been torturous, but like it's been good to prepare us for a game like this. Just we came off on top.
Now, coming up, I heard on the Indian Power Hour today that this next week is kind of considered revenge week because you're playing the 2 teams that beat you earlier on in this season. You'll get Norwalk at home on Tuesday and then a trip to Pella on Friday.
All right.
Is that how you guys are seeing it?
Yeah, that will be just a great, like, just to get back into the swing. Like, I just hope that we can show what we're made of after coming out. And I don't want to say losing, but losing by 9 to a good team, and then hopefully we can show that, like, we can really play. Because, like, after losing by 9 or 10, it's just rough. So I'm just trying to come back from that. So.
And you guys certainly held your own with them. You weren't blown out by any means here today.
Right. All right. Just playing with them was awesome, like I said. But, like, it would have been great to win again. It would have been great to beat them.
All righty, we'll see what happens, and hopefully better things coming up on Tuesday night. Thank you very much.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Xavier Foster, the Oskaloosa Indian center, 13 points on the night. Quite a few block shots as well, adding to his already lengthy school record for most block shots in a career. And again, he's halfway through his junior season. Again, it's Bishop Meige beating Oskaloosa 51-42 tonight. The Oskaloosa girls in action at Newton. No word on that game as of yet. And how the girls turn out, we'll have that for you certainly. And Xavier signing a few autographs here, which is nice. I'm sure that will happen a little bit more often for him too. I'm guessing there are some college recruiters here tonight. Again, this is one of those places, the Quincy Shootout, it's kind of set up for that with so many high-profile teams from across the country. There are teams from North Carolina here, and Arizona, and Nevada. And what have we got coming up here? Our next game with Marian Catholic from the state of Illinois against Rock Bridge, Missouri from the Columbia area. That's Rock Bridge, not to be confused with Rock Ridge of Blazing Saddles fame. And that is going to do it for us tonight here. Okay, Ryan Parker, the Indians coach, is going to make his way here in just a little bit. Want to remind you again of not quite playoff pairings for the Oskaloosa boys, but certainly who the Indians will face in their sub-state. Centerville, Fairfield, Fort Madison, Keokuk, Mount Pleasant, South Tama County, and Washington. The Indians with victories at Washington, at Centerville, and at home against Fairfield. Fort Madison, Keokuk, Mount Pleasant, and South Tama County, not teams the Indians have seen, and I'm not really familiar with any of them. I know we drove by the Mount Pleasant and Keokuk exits on the way here. And it'll be interesting to see how things wind up in the seating here, and also just where games are played. I understand from the IHS AA that higher seeded teams aren't guaranteed to host games, and they're looking at trying to have double headers as often as possible. So it'll be interesting to see where the Indians wind up. We'll get those playoff pairings the first week of February. So we'll have a little more mystery for another week or so. And again, it will be a busy week for the Oskaloosa Indians. They will be at home Tuesday night against Norwalk, Friday night at Pella, and then Saturday afternoon at Dallas Center Grimes in a makeup game from this past Tuesday. And that's something else. The Indians are going to have to make sure that, excuse me, that they get their rest in between games and after games, because they're going to have some busy stretches. 3 games next week on the Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. And there's still a game with Sheridan that's yet to be made up. And with all the weather delays and Sheridan's own concerns with getting their conference games in, you wonder if it will be. That may be something we can ask Ryan Parker about, if he can get his way over to us. Once again here at the Quincy Shootout, it was Bishop Meige of Shawnee Mission, Kansas, beating Oskaloosa 51-42. The Indians, they'll play pretty well and held their own with a team that's got one Division I recruit. Early will be going to Northern Kentucky next year, a Horizon League team. A team that's making its way up in the mid-major ranks. And you've got to think that Mark Mitchell Jr. will be a highly regarded recruit 3 years from now, as he's just a freshman. And had 20 points to lead all scorers in this game. And Coach Ryan Parker of Oskaloosa is now making his way up here to our broadcast position after the Indians with a 9-point loss tonight, 51-42. And I was saying to Xavier Foster just a little bit ago, you certainly hung in with them. There was no fear, certainly, about going up against those guys.
Well, we talked about it, honestly, in the pregame and leading up to the game. Is let's come in and compete. You know, let's not be intimidated. Whatever happens at the end happens, but I don't want to come in and throw the ball all over the gym and really not compete. And at halftime, our mindset changed, and we said, well, let's win. We just got in foul trouble, which was an issue for us in the third.
I remember Pete Gillen, the longtime coach at Xavier in Virginia, said the object of basketball can be like chess. You try to get the other person's big pieces off the board. And Xavier Foster getting 4 fouls in the third quarter certainly got him off the board.
Yeah, I mean, I talked to Zay about that when he came to the bench. I said, you know, you probably should have just let him score that because you're more valuable on the floor than those 2 points probably. But you know, that's basketball. You're making the basketball play. It's hard to change the mindset. So I'm excited about how we played. That's a really good team, guys. I mean, that's back-to-back state champions in Kansas, and we got better tonight again. And we got a tough week next week.
And it was a tough week, even though you had just this one game here tonight, because, like I was saying to Xavier, you had to get ready for a game against Alexander Grimes, and all of a sudden, you didn't because of the weather. And the same thing happened Thursday with Newton.
Yeah, you think about this, Joe. We're not playing too bad for really not practicing and not playing. We played 2 games in 2 weeks, you know, because of snow. This week we practiced twice because of snow and ice. So, you know, for us to come out and do the things we did, I was a little worried coming in because not just about the opponent, but where are we going to be at, because we hadn't been in the gym.
That's true. If you can't go to school, you can't practice.
We do sometimes. It just depends on the weather and how it handles in the afternoon. But you know, when it's snowing 8 inches and you can't get on the roads, you're not practicing.
Mm-hmm. Now Tuesday night, you're back at home.
Yep.
And Norwalk coming in, a team that defeated you early on. I didn't happen to see that particular game, but I know there was one fellow who just kind of ran wild on you.
Yeah, he had 47 last night versus Pella in a win. So
wow,
we got our hands full. We'll battle back. We'll be fine.
All righty. Ryan, thanks very much. Tough loss tonight, and hopefully better things on Tuesday.
Yeah, guys, have a safe trip, would you?
You too.
Thanks.
Ryan Parker, the coach of the Oskaloosa Indians, who fell to Bishop Meige 51-42 here at the Quincy, Illinois shootout. And that is going to do it for us this afternoon from Quincy, Illinois. Thanks very much to all the staff here at Quincy, Illinois, for making us feel at home here today. Thanks very much to James Oppach at Mission Control. Thanks to Titus Letzring, our producer-director, and all the folks from Oskaloosa Video Production who made the trip here. Thanks very much to all our sponsors. Thanks to you for listening. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. And remember, you'll be able to watch it on KBOEradio.com. Watch it all again. And this, again, was a very good game against a very good, high-quality opponent. I'm Joe Lancello. The final score once again here from Quincy. It was Bishop Meige 51, Oskaloosa 42. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you on Tuesday. Good night, everyone.
To Oskaloosa Indians basketball on KBOE. Brought to you by Lighton State Bank, Northern Mahaska Specialty Care, Pella Printing, Edward Jones Investments, Oskaloosa Vision Center, Malcolm Lumber, Community First Credit Union, Mahaska Drug, Hawkeye Real Estate, Clow Valve Company, Robert Auld Investments, Certified Pest Control, Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, Falvey Lumber and Hardware, Bank Iowa, The Rock Island Tap, Quincy Place Mall, Fred's Muffler Shop, and Pella Regional Health Center. Your Keys to the Game sponsor is Craig Ford. This has been a presentation of the No Coast Network.